Hello. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here to talk a little about demotivation that a lot of people face along the recovery process. It's fairly common for people to feel demotivated while doing the work necessary for recovery. Um, Recovery in itself is obviously very challenging to take on. It is a difficult path to be on with a lot of ups and downs. And certainly that's how I have so far experienced my recovery journey as well. Initially, I would say that the exposures that I did and the other work that I did on my recovery was fairly easy. It felt great, and I felt really positive after that work. And there was a sense of achievement. I thought, okay, this is going smooth, this is not all that bad, so maybe this is how it will go on. And logically, I knew that recovery will have a lot of ups and downs, and there might be a day where I will feel really bad. But these smooth experiences did set up a precedent for me to think that, okay, it might not be as bad. Surely, there was this one day where I did an exposure, and even though I rode out the anxiety and I overcame it, but it felt really bad after that. I felt immediately very demotivated. I felt quite hopeless. I felt quite low, and I thought maybe this is as far as I will get. I do not have the energy. I'm very tired. This does not feel great. I don't feel motivated enough, and I won't be able to put in more work. This is as good as it gets. Um, and initially, my way of dealing with all of that was also um, I just sat with those feelings. I did not try to get rid of that feeling, because with OCD or anxiety, when you try to get rid of a feeling or when you try to chase a certain feeling, that's when OCD and anxiety latch on even stronger. So I did not do that. I knew that would be a mistake. But for 2 to 3 weeks, I went along with that. And again, it felt really bad. So, and it wasn't going away either. So I felt really confused. And that's when I reached out to my OCD group and I asked them for advice. I said, I need some feedback on this, because I've been writing it out for a while, and which is fine, but I'm at the same time I'm also not doing any of my exposures. I'm not doing any of my readings. I'm not doing any recovery work right now, because I don't know. I've just taken a big break. So what do I do? Where do I go from here? And and that is when I learned a very vital lesson for recovery, and that was that even if you feel all these bad things where you feel demotivated and low and hopeless and you don't have energy, you still need to put in the necessary work. You still need to do what you have to for recovery. Um, Again, it will not feel ideal. It will feel like a bit of a struggle, but you have to keep going forward, because as I have learned and as other people have advised me, that persistence is key for this process. It really is. And in fact, it is during these moments where the work becomes even more necessary in a way, because this is when you can truly show your brain that despite having these hurdles along the way, you can still carry on and get on with your day and do quite a lot, actually. Um, don't wait for your state of mind, your emotions, your thoughts to align with the recovery process. Don't wait for them to be the most ideal in the most ideal place for you to move forward. That's often a misconception amongst OCD sufferers. That's what I also initially also thought. Um, because I was waiting for myself to feel pumped up again to move forward. But after they gave me that advice, I definitely followed through. I did not feel like doing the recovery work. It did not feel awesome, but I did it because I understood what they meant, and I knew that it was the right way to go forward. Um, and surely that advice has helped me a lot. That is what I still go by. That is what I still apply. I actually made a small diagram to illustrate this point even more, because I thought it might just help to explain it better. So imagine this is the path to recovery that you are taking, and imagine this is you. Okay, so you are going along the recovery paths, and it feels great, and you're like, okay, this is not too bad. I feel okay, and it feels smooth, and I'll get there, slowly but surely. And then suddenly you come at a point where your feet are bound by chains that are tied to these big, heavy metal balls. So, and you feel like this is way too heavy. I can't do this. I can't put in the effort. This is not possible. I can't do this. I'm exhausted. I don't have the energy. And so you just stop, and you think that you just want to stop there. But this is exactly the moment where you need to push a little more and put in a little more effort to move forward. It definitely will feel difficult, but this is the vital point where doing the work becomes important, and you will slowly but surely, it will all add up in the end to get across. So, I mean, I just thought this might explain it even a little more better than I did previously. So yeah, and that's the advice that I also give to anybody else who is going through a similar state of mind during the recovery process. So that's it for demotivation, and I hope this gives you some sort of insight, and keep working hard, keep going on the paths. Trust me, it'll all add up, even if it might not feel like it. And just by the way, also, just to add to the same thing, this chair that I'm sitting in, I haven't sat in this chair in, I think, 2 to 3 years. This is the first time that I'm sitting on this chair after such a long time, because this chair is contaminated for me, since I suffer from contamination OCD. So this is contaminated for me, but I wanted to do this for the video because I wanted to show that you can still do quite a lot even if you feel anxious. You can still get on with your day and achieve things. So yeah, that's about it. Take care of yourself. Bye.